These... I doubt that anyone has walked these halls since they were first shaped. I wonder if the words Arke spoke were true. I do not know for sure. When Arcas came here with me years before, he said this of the Earth Shrine. The Earth is dark and heavy, and dangers hide unseen. Accept the light in darkness, for it knows the way. A light in this gloom is welcome, but I would not wander too far off the path. Be cautious in these lands. Something feels strange beckoned. When you harnessed the Earth Shrine, my limbs never held more strength. You look more whole, and I can feel the magic pouring through this land already. We must be close. The Hyperion waits. It waits in the higher peaks of the Teeth of Naros. But I have a feeling that Anakatos knew that we would find them. I don't know how easy this will become, but we have to keep going. Be cautious in these lands. is it?
Then I must.
What is it?
time is at hand.
The path opens once more. To think that all this time we had the answer to the Hyperion below our feet. That our road to Anakatos forced us to solve this riddle seems more than coincidence. Farewell. Let us finish this. Finish this. I listen. What can I do? Very well. I do? Our final task waits. Our final task waits. What is it? The cipher is whole again. As are you. We can unseal the Hyperion that we might stop Anakatos. And we've done so much more. I thought this all was to bring Anakatos to his judgment. But I was wrong. There is much more at stake here. Very well. hear you. Yes. What do you need of me? Farewell. I hear you. Our final task waits. hear you.
What is it?
finally come. For the good of my people. It is time we beckoned met and fulfilled our roles. Do you not see Athene's intent in this? Are you still blind as to your purpose and hers? I presume that Athene had only one true servant of her will, you. But I would show her that I could enact her goal of purging my people's wickedness. I came here to make the city fall. But when we parted, she began to speak to me, and me alone. For the first time in all these years. She brought you here in accordance with her wishes. But though you are beckoned, you are not singular. I was beckoned in turn. You can alter the fate of my people, but to do so, you need a conduit, an offering. And that is the part I have come to play. You know the crimes I've committed to be here. These are the failings of my race. But kill me. Shift my fate here, and you will change the course of my people forever. Yes. Let us conclude the gods' labor. Slowly, swiftly. Witness my strength. My wrath. You will die, beckoned. Feel Balin's embrace. Yes, my strength. Feel Balin's embrace. Witness my strength. Feel Balin's embrace.
Anakatos has been killed. But that energy that came from you, it raised the Hyperion. Without its magic to support the structure, this whole temple is coming down. We need to get out of here. Be cautious in these lands.
It is done at last. The fate of Anakatos, the surrogate of all the Colossi savagery, has been shifted. And as his fate was shifted, so was the fate of all the Colossi. Gone is the taint of savagery and barbarism. Thy work for me has finished, Fecund. Thou alone could do this, and as thou aided me, I am forever grateful. Thou hast freed this people. Thee, Anakatos, Arches, beckoned, all. And the last, your faithful companion, Secondra, I beckon now. Her people need a leader for the glory that lies ahead. Secondra will be Primos.
What is it? We made it. And you've seen what has happened. The Hyperion soars within our city. We can never thank you fully for your magic. One who wields the elements of Amalur with your ability needs robes to beget their skill. I hope these will serve. You have given us so much. I see the compassion and the influence the gods have had in my people's lives. My life. All along. For you, perhaps it is. But though you have finished with the task you were beckoned to do, I have yet to begin mine. Ithene said that I am to lead my people now. But can I? Arcase and Anakatos were beckoned in their own way. But is this truly my role? I know. Arcase, my father, told me once, as a child, that the burden of leading the Colossi would fall to me. I thought him a liar, but the goddess has shown that none of us are ever truly forgotten. I think I might try, for a time at least. I will become the Primos, if they will have me. Now, let us return to the city, beckoned. Let us see the fruits of your labor. Farewell. What can I do?
Off into the swamps, I assume? None that would be of any help. After a decade of Tuatha control, they've all gone quiet. But if there are any out there, I'm sure they'll be looking for you. Just keep your eyes open. After all, you'll be in their swamp. The only way.
When the Grace and Ascaru arrived, I thought we were doomed. Interested in a trinket or a gem? Rialti's Ma has what you need. Another time, then.
I hear you.
You! Stop! State your business!
Keep your hands off me, fool. I'm no Tuatha. I must speak with the Siegebreaker. It is a pleasure to meet the Siegebreaker. Especially here, in a land where pleasure has been all too rare. I am Sidon the Outcast, Prince in exile of the House of Sorrows. I'm here to welcome you to our home. I see the hesitation in your eyes. Although I am Fae of the Winter Court, you and I have a common enemy. You shouldn't. The Winter Fae knows that trust is a weakness. But sometimes, an alliance is necessary. You accomplished a great feat here. But the Tuatha Deon are far from defeated. I can offer my aid in your campaign. You'll find my companions and me at Foe's Hearth to the east. We can speak more there. I'd rather not talk here. Cluricon is filled with Tuatha spies. Travel to the old ruins at Foe's Hearth. We'll meet you inside and we can talk there. Now be careful. These swamps can be...
You go ahead. It's been some time since Sidon and I had a chance to talk.
Indeed, Agarth. I hear on the winds that you laid down your sword and drowned yourself in drink when you learned the ways of fate. And yet here you are, sword in hand, again the victor. How is this? Do the winds lie to me?
It's a long tale. It started when I sobered up long enough to go bury a friend of mine in Alistar Tower. Or rather, that's what I had planned to do.
Winter is strong in this place. When first the Fae walked into its depths, it bore great fossils, bones of beasts greater and more terrifying than we Fae. But for all their strength, the earth at their feet lasted longer. It sapped their strength, their life, their flesh.
I have waited some time for you to come, Siegebreaker, and it seems that my patience has, at least, been worthwhile. The House of Sorrows has need of your might. Aid us, and you will earn a strong ally in the war against the Tuatha Deon. You may call me Bizarrain. I represent one of the great houses of the Winter Court, the House of Sorrows. This war with the Tuatha has worn the house to all but dust. We Fae are ill-equipped to handle such change, but your kind, you mortals, can bear it. Like your Alfar allies, we Winter Fae suffer under the Tuatha's onslaught, and like the Alfar, we Winter Fae need a champion. But it is a difficult position we are in, mortal. The Fae are not like your kind. We have different priorities, different threats. We need someone who understands that. It is not a simple task I ask of you. I have only approached you because you show the potential of use. You must still prove your worth. Go to the Midden and find the place called the Proving Halls. This Hearthstone will grant you access. Once you are within the halls, my questions will be answered.
It is agreeable to see you, Siegebreaker. Cluricon can be inhospitable at times, as the Tuatha have learned. We've made sure of it. So I did. We are the Bitter Frost, the last few remnants of free Winter Fae. We have refused to bend knee to Gadflow or his god. Our numbers are few, but we have fought our kin as best we can. The once noble houses of Sorrow, Pride, and Vengeance have all fallen under Gadflow's sway. Until they're freed, the Tuatha's ranks will continue to swell with the faithful. Blind him, cut out his tongue, draw the venom from our land. Only then will we be able to begin to strike at Alabastra. The Tuatha have built Prismere chantries across Cluricon. From here, Gadflow rallies the faithful, preaches the word of Tirnoch, and corrupts our land. Destroy these chantries and disrupt Gadflow's ability to infect its land. Without Gadflow to guide them, the Tuatha in Cluricon will be disorganized and scattered. When this is done, we'll take you to Ventrinio. He can help you breach Alabastra. There are 3 of them, to the south and east. Kill their guards, then smash their crystals and be done with them. Gadflow will try to stop you, but it's just a harmless projection. He can't hurt you. At least, not directly. Go now. Break the tyrant's grip.
So few of the Winter Court left to stand against the Tuatha. So few of the Winter Court left to stand against them.
Greetings, stranger.
Faithful, a child of dust is here for death. Grant their pitiful wish, dear watches over you and blesses you with her unyielding reign. No longer shall we tolerate the mortals and their vile presence in our world. So, the undying mortal from the well has returned. Your mere existence is an abomination against all things. How can you not see this? Mortals pervert the world, twisting it to their own ends. Your unnatural new life is only the latest in a long line of your kind's debaucheries. But Tiernok the Merciful chose me to be the cure. My army is the wildfire that will clear the land of you and your kind.
Have you perchance met an Almain around here named Deod Dungaris? The damned fool got himself dragged off by Murgan. I am on an important mission for Templar Julius Mavern. He has sent me to recover an artifact from Bunlock, this hulking castle here. Things haven't gone entirely to plan. I got stuck in Melsenshire for what seemed like an eternity, and now Murgan have run off with my porter. Would you help me out for a bit? I'll pay you for your time. Great. First, please retrieve my pack from those Murgan. Deod was carrying it when he was captured, and it contains the key to the castle. I'll meet you at the entrance to Bunlock once you've retrieved it.
hold the secrets of magic. And now they come to take our land. But all that they find here shall be death. Mortals are born to die. In Tyrnak's name, we must lead them to their fate. You struggle against the force of a simple army. How will you fare, I wonder, against the power of a god? Only a fool denies the power they can feel. She's been speaking more and more, and she has such interesting things to say about you. Soon, Tyrnak the Merciful will come to our world in person. Then we'll see whose life is a lie, and whose life is nothing but salt and cinders. Who dares to stand against Tirnoch? Strike her down and salt the earth of her grave. Nothing may live, lest Tirnoch commands it. try as you might, struggle as you will, you are deluded. There is no winning for you, only death. By all means, ignore me. Continue your campaign. Kill my Tuatha. But death as you define it means little to us. The great cycle returns each Tuatha as Tuatha again. And every time they do, Tiernok gets stronger. Soon she will be born into this world. You will witness her power personally, and it will be the last thing your mortal flesh shall ever feel.
So few of the Winter Court left to stand against the Tuatha. So few of the Winter Court left to stand against the Tuatha. Good news, I gather? Thanks for giving an old man another chance. It's good to know I've got a future again. And even better not to know what it is. Whoever that Aelin Shear is, I don't think she's our enemy. If she wanted us dead, she could have killed us while we were weakened. But she's still trouble. Reminds me of a dark elf who left me half naked and tied to a bar guest once. Now those were the days. I had wondered what happened to the Winter Fae when Gadflow took control. Seems that they formed the Bitter Frost. They've got as much to fight for as our kind, and nothing left to lose. We couldn't ask for a better ally. Old Sidon's a snake, but he's still on our side. Why, I remember when he helped rescue my fiancée from Rassilon, back in my younger days. Of course, she called off the wedding and just mooned over Sidon after all that. He has that effect. Everyone thinks the immortal Fae are enigmas, but they've got it all wrong. The Fae are simple, far simpler than mortals. They never change. Even when their bodies die, they reform again, often years later.
I, Anakatos, make this record in penance for my disappointment of the Supreme.
Sometimes this is too hard to believe. But you can accept the strangest fact that you were wrong. Yes, but that and this endless vacuity is horrible. The Ancient Ones were here. They delivered themselves into the world. The time-worn cycle turns with ages. The seasons drift along the stream. They wait for the past. The future brings the forming storm. This is no place for a home, for anyone. These walls are grown, are built of stone. Lovingly this place was crafted. You see the lights, the mystic halls of ordered reality? They are the faces of the missing, the embodied truth of the lost souls. There are so many of them. Still, you can see them. They are like pathetic charades, some with good intentions, and you can't fault them that. But the majority of them are just a hoax. Needless to say, I don't like it here. You could have stayed free and lived a comfortable life, but you couldn't settle the disquiet that haunts people like you.
Winter is strong in this place. When first the Fae walked into its depths, it bore great fossils, bones of beasts greater and more terrifying than we Fae. But for all their strength, the earth at their feet lasted longer. It sapped their strength, their life, their flesh.
So few of the Winter Court left to stand against the Tuatha. Good news, I gather? Good. Good. But don't waste your time bragging to me. Sidon's the one you want to be telling. You know where you stand with a gnome. They're always so focused on their work or research or what have you, that they've got no time for lies. Shame, they try to stay out of fights. Much as we could use their help in the war, staying neutral is about the only way they can stay safe. Gadflow is just some trumped-up Fae who started hearing voices, I gather. But a crazy with an army is still a threat, sure enough. The Niskaru are hideous creatures of chaos and corruption. They hated the Arathi, but unlike them, the Niskaru still stalk our world. Thankfully, they've mostly been driven back from the Feylands, but you still find a few lurking deep underground. Strange crystal, Prismia. It's normally a shade of blue, but when you treat it and charge it with magic, it turns blood red. Ah, the warm and welcoming Fae of the Summer Court. They were the ones who welcomed man, Alfar, and Gnome into the Feylands. You'd hardly realize the Tuatha are the same sort of creature. The Crystal War, they've been calling it. 10 years ago, the Winter Fae turned violent and attacked us in force, calling themselves the Tuatha Deum. They say it's their sacred duty to cleanse the mortals from their lands. Naturally, the humans and Alfar who live here aren't so happy with that plan. It's been going back and forth for years. Where there's war, there's soldiers nervous about their fate, and that's where I come in. He once offered me an honorary knighthood after I slayed the Dream Eater of Amora. He was quite gracious when I turned him down. You know the Summer Court in Issa? Well, the Winter Court are their darker siblings. They're not evil, but they're definitely not nice. Beautiful city, isn't it? You can see why they don't like letting most mortals in. Even the best of us make it look like a mess by comparison.
People have lost so much, but we shall not lose our minds as well.
Godfrey's voice has fallen silent in this land. The Tuatha are frightened and disorganized. They run back to Alabastra to make their final stand. We owe you much. Our eyes are opened and our blades unsheathed. Cluricon is won, but the House of Pride stands between us and the final goal. We are now free to press forward. And I can take you to an old friend who knows the next step. Yes, we will take you to his filthy tower on the island of Danistar. He hides within, and has not emerged in some time. I would like nothing more than to let him rot there. But he knows of a way past the sentinel of the House of Pride. But there will be more danger on the path ahead. Take these blades to prepare for whatever troubles you will face at his tower or beyond. I'd gladly collect the hearts of every Tuatha, but even I can't find a way through their defense at the House of Pride. Only Ventrinio can do that. We can leave from a darkened tree in the Caelid coast to the southwest. Aelin Shear will join us there. Together, we will walk the shadow to his tower. We will meet again at the shadowed tree on the Caelid coast.
Coriolia Scathe, head surgeon here in Melsenshire. Do you require healing? Farewell.
I am Megan, nurse to the wounded soldiers of the Alpha. How stay safe.
You're already dead. Nothing. She's here, you know. Death. Please, don't let her eat my eyes. Oh, she's a great... We're all... You. You're no beggar. No... Yes. Yes, knock the crows away. Just the scarecrow is inquisitive. Yes. Yes, no... Don't leave me.
Well met. Interested in it? A trinket or a gem? Rialti's Ma has another time then. Interested in a trinket or a gem? Rialti's Ma has another time then.
must be the beckoned.